no transforming robot. It's probably shit, but if I just bet I quit, it really won't matter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ray here, back for another Transformer Transformation Review thingy. Lots of things to see, lots of things to do. I'm going to show you lots of things tonight. I'm going to tell you lots of things. I just said that. I'm not entirely sure that's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. Welcome back from holiday, Stu. That's great. You're back from holiday. I hope you had really hope you had a really good time. You're a nice guy. I hope you had a great time. And so in a week's time, in 1 week's time, you all know what's going to happen. I'll tell you where we'll be in the bar. We'll be in Swerves. Swerves. Having a pint of, I don't know, what are they going to call it? Oh, Christ, what are they going to call it? What is the liquid energon libation of choice? TF Wiki. Well, rather disappointingly, apparently it's pure oils and a wide selection of fuels. I thought it would be Cyberlager and auto dates or something like that. That would have been very exciting, but no such luck. Hey, Ed, Bubble Jumper 82, have you been to Toys R Us recently in the past like 24, 48 hours? Because if you haven't, shaman. Yes, you'll see. I'm the Transformer collector, and my other half is a Lego collector. So between the two of us, we have a house full of plastic. So we shall be building that possibly tomorrow. Yes, it is good. It's very nice. Let me just show you that once again. Eduardo. This is the Cuso set, the Back to the Future Cuso set. Did not expect to see this bad boy in stores at all. Stores. Ooh, Christ, I said stores. Shop. It was a shop. We went to a shop, Toys R Us. You can build all three of them apparently, so let me just look at that. That's so good. I'm so pleased to have that. Everything's very exciting. I may just show you this as well. Let me just get this bad boy. Stu, this is for you. This is your Prezi. Stu. This is your Prezi. So it's all wrapped in lovely gay owl wool, not wrapping paper. You see, I can say that, but you can't. This is lovely gay owl paper. I can say that, you can't. So I'm going to say it again, gay paper. I also have another present for someone. It's over there, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's for Ray McComb. Ray McComb, yes, this is probably the last thing you expected. I have been watching Ray's videos. What's Reasonable Ranger or something like that? I think that's your handle. I'm not quite sure, but your videos, I find them oddly compelling for all the right reasons, and occasionally some of the wrong reasons. But I think you'll be happy about that. But I've got a little present for you, Mr. McComb, my fellow countryman, and I shall give that to you on the next week when I see you, which will be a Friday. I've bought 2 suits, by the way, for auto assembly. 2 suits. John Collier, 1960. Get in. Let me show you what I got today. This was very, very exciting. Went on a day trip to... Sorry, I'm about to sound really middle class. Leamington Spa. And the highlight of my day at Leamington Spa, I had a lovely time. I had a lovely time. I had a very middle class time. From the most working class chap you could ever meet in your life. The highlight of my day was finding this in a charity shop for 10 pence. Oh, Mr. John, I'm sure you'd be proud of me. Let's see if we can get a little bit of close-up. Let's see if we can get a bit of close-up action. Because I have cut... Oh, look at that. I love my new camera. I've customized this bad boy. Not too much. Just a little bit of silver in the recesses. I'm not a Legends guy. I'm not a kind of Commander Legion class guy. I don't collect them. I can understand their appeal absolutely because they are very, very sexy and very, very cool. But it's the last thing I need to collect. It's like Construct Bots. I do not want any Construct Bots because I fear that I might like them. That's a very valid fear. For someone who has as many Transformers as I do, it's actually quite a valid fear. It's something I have to be worried about, you know. Anyway, let's have a little close look at it. This is Triptychon. It's Triptychon. How awesome is that? Let me just get a little close up. You see, you might be able to see that I've done a little bit of customization. I like to do a little bit of customization. I'm so pleased to have this guy. I'm lucky enough to have Generation 1 Triptychon, so he's going to sit over there at the foot of Triptychon in this mode. Of course, he's the repaint of the Cybertron Scourge and the Legends class version, and I think he's absolutely delightful. Now, today I'm announcing I am bringing quite a few things to auto assembly. I'm bringing a present for Stu, the Mighty Grimlock, the lovely Mighty Grimlock. He doesn't know what that is. I know what it is. I have customized the ass off that thing just to make it extra special, because it's the kind of guy I am, you know. And I'm bringing something for Mr. Ray McCoom. I shall point to it, Ray. There it is. You can't see it, but I can see it. I watched a video of yours recently where you showed the fact that you had this. You see, that's a clue. That's a clue. And I happen to have a very cool amendment to it that will make it look, shall we say, complete. So yeah, hopefully your mind is boggling a little bit. I have lots of other things I'm bringing to auto assembly. So I'm going to bring some bots to trade. Because I'm going on the Friday. I shall be there next Friday. Less than a week, I shall be there. I'm going to bring some bots with me. And what I want to do is to exchange them for things. Not really for, not for, what do you call that stuff? Money. Not for money. I'm not so interested in that. I would like, kind of this barter system going on, you know? I would like, I'm going to show you all the things that I'm going to bring with me. So I'd like to exchange for bots, or beer, and possibly cuddles. So the Transformers collecting community is a rainbow. I like that. I'm going to claim that. I think that's mine. I'm pretty sure that's mine. We are large, small, white, black, gay, straight, lesbian, bisexual, transgender. We speak English. We don't speak English. We live here. We live there. So many different things. We are vegetarian. We eat meat. Last, it's an interesting one to end up on. And we like this and we like that, especially about a thing. Now, I once wrote a song called Unknown Transforming Robot. You may or may not have heard of it. I write songs for a living. That's one of the many things that I do. I have 16 different part-time jobs, and they all kind of coalesce into one full-time job, more or less. And one of the things I do is make music for a living, and I do actually get paid to do it, which is quite nice. And Unknown Transforming Robot. So I mentioned the fact that people like this and people like that, and I don't like this and I don't like that. Now some of them have changed. Beast Machines I now love, where I said once I didn't like it. I didn't know what I was talking about. Henkai, that was it. Oh, I remember a couple of people had issues with my pronunciation then. Henkai. Henkai's fine, but hey, classics is cheaper. That's the way it works for me. That's the way it works for me. And I can paint the bot. So, I can paint the bot. But Pretenders is still one of the things that I don't get. A lot of people do. Jer, Wolfgang 1, he loves his Pretenders. He absolutely loves it. He's not coming this year, unfortunately. But he loves his Pretenders. And he's got loads of Pretenders. It's a shame he's not coming, because I would like to offload these things to him. There's a landmine. Now, I'm showing you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, 7, 8 Pretenders in various states of completion and not. I want to get rid of these guys because they take up a lot of room. This is Landmine. I think he's called Landmine. He's empty. So they're all in various states of completion. Some have bots inside, some don't. Actually, I think only 1 or 2 might have a bot inside. So this is going to be my job lot. This is one of the things I want to barter. This Landmine. This is called, I don't know, he's called Prowl or something. Let's go here. This is Tigatron or Backwipe, and he's missing hand. There's nothing inside him. I want rid of these guys so much. I know he's a bit of an ultra pretender. I'm going to bring him. Just make me an offer. I want rid of these fuckers. Absolutely do. And then there's this one. This one's Fishwife. This is Fishwife, obviously. And he's slightly yellowed. I'm being completely honest with you. So you can make me a very basic offer. Now I think this guy might have something in him. He is with his bot. So there's Pretender. We also have, is this, I think that's that's Roadblock, I think. I think he's Road Grabber. He is Son's bot. right? If you want that, it's yours. Now this is another road grabber, but he has his weapons, and I'm sure he is with bot. So I'm going to bring this lot to auto assembly, all these bad boys, and you can make me an offer. Bring along something that I don't have. I don't know. You might know. Have a look at my collection. If it's not in my shelves, then I probably don't have it. Yeah, I just want rid of them because they take up an awful lot of space, and I don't love them. I don't love them. I have a few pretenders down there that have things inside them, and they might have a weapon or an accessory, and I'm going to keep those. But these guys, maybe you want to complete them. Maybe you want to complete a pretender. Maybe you want to do a bit of work on a pretender. So, you know, take them with you. Another goodie bag. There are some interesting things. There are some not so interesting things. Let's pull out a not so interesting thing. Oh, poor bastard. This is a really, really insipid Ultra Magnus. The only reason this guy's anyway interesting is because he has both fish. He's really poor. I'm going to be completely honest with you here because I have nothing to lose. Here we have a metal-footed hot rod. He's not bad. There's a few stickers missing. I shall take him with you. I shall take him with you. How is that going to happen? I'm not sure. I shall take him with me. Look, metal feet. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, Christ. Oh, my hot rod has metal feet. So, there's a metal-footed, may I just say, ladies and gentlemen. And here is a school cruncher. I'm sure he's Sans. Yeah, he is Sans. Yeah, this is kind of spares and repairs. He's missing everything. But it's still a skull cruncher. So I'm just going to take this stuff with me. I just want shot of it. I want space. Some things are more exciting than others. This is a chrome dome. I have every headmaster in the world except Autobot headmasters because I can't get excited about the Autobot headmasters. Hey, if you want to offer me a complete Autobot headmaster for all this shit I'm about to show you, that would be great. This is Chromodoma. He doesn't have anything, and he needs. He's a bit scuffed. He's quite scuffed, and you know how it goes. Whenever Transformers languish for a while. Here we have a wreck car. I have a complete wreck car. I don't need this guy anymore. I used to stand him in bot mode and have a finished wreck car in cycle mode, but I just don't need these things anymore. Now, this is all G1 stuff. So if you want to make me an offer for all this stuff, and again, I would much rather bot. I would much rather plastic than cash, but not exclusively. This is a poor little Ironhide. He's missing so many things. Isn't it? Yeah, he's missing all his accessories, but he's still there. He's there, bless him. Generation 1 Ironhide, not reissue. Playware, ladies and gentlemen, playware. Where are we going next? And getting to the good stuff last. This is Slaphead. I don't know, fucking some shit. He's a Turbo Master, I know that much. Oh, he's a Turbo Master. Turbo Master Slaphead. Silverbolt with a this is his accessory, which is a very fine example of an elastic band. Silverbolt and also a cat hair, Edgar hair. Oh god, he's in a terrible state. Actually, no, you can just forget about that. He's not very nice. Now the good stuff. We have a Generation 1 Cup who's not bad. He's not bad at all. Just missing his weapon. Cup succeeds and fails on so many levels. This is the Generation 1 bag, but this is the piece of resistance, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one that you might think, now you're talking my language. This is Generation 1 World, and I like a Generation 1 World. This is my second Generation 1 World. He is unfortunately a little faded. Again, being totally honest, because I have nothing to lose, he is a little faded, but as you may know, there is a way to counteract fading. I didn't know this. There's a way to counteract fading. Partly what you do is you immerse the bot in a weak not hydrochloric acid, hydrogen peroxide. I think it's hydrogen peroxide. You immerse it in a weak hydrogen peroxide solution in the sunlight for about 4 or 5 days, depending on the sunlight, and then all of a sudden he's back to normal. I did not know that. I did not know that. I haven't tried it, but I've seen videos, so I'm quite convinced that it works. There's a Generation 1 whirl. There's nothing really wrong with this guy otherwise. He's well played with, so he's a little bit kind of loose, as they tend to be. No accessories, but you're not going to find a Generation 1 whirl with accessories. So if you're interested in this bag of goodies or any of its various components, then please let me know. Now, where were we? Oh yes, review. Ah yes, new Doctor Who announced tomorrow. Peter Capaldi, yes please, that would make me very, very happy. So, on to the review. Now, I tried to find something today that, because we're coming up the auto assembly, and I always think that I should show you something a little bit left field, or something that I find that I think is a little bit left field. And when I say left field, I usually mean a bot that has something very, very, very interesting and attractive about it, but is usually shunned by the rest of the Transformers community. And today it's Beast Machines Skydive. I love this bot. I absolutely love it. The first time I came across Beast Machines Skydive, I was in here's a real story. I was in Chris McFeely's place. You all know who Chris McFeely is. I used to live 10 minutes from Chris McFeely, and every other month or so, or every 2 months, I would go up to his place and just kind of look at bots and stuff. So the first time I seen Skydive was in his collection, and he said, oh, I remember, he was rather disparaging. He may still dislike it, but I think it's beautiful. Now, I've done a little bit of customization to this guy, just a little bit, because he comes already customized. He has the recesses already picked out to a really nice tidy degree, and he looks fantastic. He's a techno-organic Quetzalcoatlus. Don't see that every day. Look at this boy. He is, the thing about this guy that gets me, that really makes my boat float, is he is elegant, and I love an elegant bot. Now, can you see that? Yes, you can see that. Let me just do this for you. Yes, he's good. Let's get a little close-up of his face. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. He's looking good. Have a little look at the wings. The wings are beautiful in this guy. Absolutely fantastic. There's lots of detail. There's lots to like. Now, let me give you a little bit of BG, ladies and gentlemen. Not enough to do you any harm. Is a Maximal and an Autobot from the Beast Machines portion of the Generation 1 continuity, because he has a very successful repaint. Skydive acts all stoic and composed, but he relishes his flying skills to the point of occasionally buzzing his fellow Maximals just to get a reaction. Not only has he got the speed and maneuverability, but unlike many flyers, his techno-organic hide is actually incredibly resilient to damage, combined with his energy-gathering wings that suck up V-Con blaster fire to give him a constant supply of fuel. Skydive is an aerial terror. So he also has a universe repaint. Now, the universe repaint is something that I want this year at Auto Assembly. Yes, he looks for all the world like it could be called Swoop, you know, that kind of way. That's why he's sexy. This is just a very nice thing. Watch this. This is the gimmick here. So he's got this little kind of head thing, and when you do it quickly, you've got this rather quick snapping action. You can't actually see, but his mouth, his head, I'm sure it does engage. Yeah, there we go. Yes, lots of different things. I'm not sure exactly what the correct configuration is. I think it might be this one. Well, yes, there we go. So there's a little bit of beak action. So we have snapping and we have head lunging. Yes, all good. We've got the spark crystal here. The spark crystal depresses ever so slightly, which would lead you to think that it might have a flapping wing gimmick. It's not going to happen. He doesn't have a flapping wing gimmick. He's got very nice skinny legs. He's just an all-round very, very nice bot. But it's not the alt mode is not where this guy shines, because this is incredibly good. I absolutely love it. But the beast mode. No, sorry, this is the beast mode. But the bot mode is the place to go with this guy. This is the supremely elegant Skydive in bot mode, looking for all the world like he might be a fairy, and that's what I just find so attractive about him. He's much more unbot-like than any Transformer that I own, certainly. He's supremely elegant. Look at his face sculpt, I'm sure you'll be able to see it here. It's really characterful, really inquisitive. It reminds me of like a flower fairy or something like that. I picked out quite a bit of detail on this guy, but like I say, he's already quite full of detail. He's got this very interesting middle finger, rather like an eye, if you know what an eye is. I mean, you can give him his kind of a regular claws, like a 3-clawed thing going on here, but he just looks so much better when you extend this. He's got a little gimmick here, which it's not so interesting. This is spring loaded, so it will snap down either side like that, but it doesn't really do so much for me. It just adds to his kind of fairy visage. He just looks so much like a fairy. That's what I find so interesting about him. He's a very, very elegant bot. He's wonderfully proportioned, and he stands so very well, which you don't always get in a really kind of tall, thin, elegant bot. He stands so very well. I love how his spark crystal looks here, because it's got this big gash along the front of it. His maximal spark crystal, like he's been in the wars. He's so good. So all these kind of shoulder mounted things, and these the arm mounted wing sections that pointed upwards, they just all add together to make a bot that just looks supremely elegant. There are no real downsides to this guy, other than there aren't any posts and ports, so nothing kind of clicks together. So he's a little unsteady in either mode, especially in his alt mode. But the elegance and the proportions of this bot make up for any flaws that you might think he has at all. Just so beautiful. Right, I am going to be looking for the repaint of this guy. He's also called Skydive, but he may be called Swoop, because he looks like a Generation 1 Swoop repaint with his yellows and greys, and I'm really pleased with how he looks. So this has been Ray with another pre-auto assembly video, showing you lots of things tonight, and I'm going to see you all in less than a week, so that's going to be kind of awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ray bidding you a very good evening.
Now that's